Have you ever noticed the moment life finally becomes quiet, your mind gets louder? I know that feeling. For a long time, I thought the problem was the silence. But over time, God showed me something I couldn't see before. It wasn't silence that made me uncomfortable, it was what silence exposed. Stillness can feel uncomfortable, especially when we've become used to surviving, when we've lived in fear, urgency, overthinking, or control. Stillness can actually feel unsafe. Movement feels productive. Planning feels responsible. Preparing feels wise. Trying to figure everything out feels necessary. But sometimes what we call responsibility is really fear trying to stay in control. Stillness doesn't ask us to do more, it asks us to trust more. It invites us to stop, to listen, to remain, to stay close to God instead of rushing ahead. That is why stillness is not weakness. Stillness requires trust. Fear says, do something now. Trust says, remain close. Fear says, figure it all out. Trust says, God is faithful. Fear says, take control. Trust says, release what was never yours to carry. Stillness is not passivity, it is the posture of the heart. You can be physically still and internally restless. You can also be physically active and inwardly anchored. The stillness God invites us into is deeper than a quiet room. It is the slowing down of the soul. It is the place where we stop allowing fear to dictate our pace. I've learned that many of us resist stillness because stillness reveals what busyness has been covering. The fear we've ignored, the disappointment we've buried, the exhaustion we've normalized, the questions we've been afraid to ask. But God doesn't reveal those things to shame us, He reveals them to heal us. Stillness gives God space to address what busyness has helped us avoid. Maybe that's why stillness feels so difficult at first. Because in stillness, we can no longer pretend we're fine simply because we're functioning. But there's grace there. God meets us there, not with pressure, not with condemnation, but with invitation. Come closer, rest, trust me, remain. Stillness is where trust begins to breathe. It is where we discover that peace was never found in controlling everything. Peace was found in staying close to God. So if stillness feels uncomfortable, don't run from it. Sit with God there. Because what feels uncomfortable today may become the very place where trust begins growing tomorrow. Stillness isn't weakness, it is one of the deepest expressions of trust. Stay anchored.